Hello everyone, my name's Randolph and welcome to my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke. I've never played a Pokemon game in my life, so this was a whole new experience for me, not to mention we were doing a Nuzlocke. If you don't know, a Pokemon Nuzlocke is a set of rules you have to follow in order to make the game more challenging. You can only catch one Pokemon per area, or route as they're called. If a Pokemon faints, it dies and cannot be revived, and the funniest of them all, you have to name every Pokemon you get to get more attached to them. Because I'm an absolute brainlet and don't know anything about Pokemon, I had my good friend and Pokemon expert Morph_Yay accompany me until I could get a handle on the game. With that, let's head into the video. I awake to be exposition dumped on by Professor Pokemon, as the residents call him, before he asks my gender and name. I'm a boy and my name is Pedo. Please don't unfollow me. I fumble my frail gamer body down the stairs to greet my mother, who has already packed my bags and is kicking me out the door.
Go get him, son. I believe in you.
I burst into someone's house accidentally before entering Professor Pokemon's lab. After a while of him telling me how this universe works and how Pokeballs work, he allows me to choose my very first starter Pokemon. I had three choices between a Totodile, a Chikorita, and a Cyndaquil that I pronounced Synthadile for some reason. I chose Cyndaquil, the fire-type Pokemon, and my best friend was now mine. I gave him the name Firecracker, and we headed off into the wilderness. However, I couldn't step 2 feet out the door before me and Firecracker were ambushed by a wild Pidgey, and in a fit of rage, Firecracker tackles it to death. Good job, buddy. After beating up 2 more Sentrants that were hiding in the tall grass, we entered our first village, where we proceeded to get flexed on by an old man giving us a Mach 5 tour of the village. But he did give us a pair of sneakers, so that's cool. Although as soon as I tried to leave, I was jumped by my lead rival, who is unnamed at this point in time. He challenges me to a duel and we begin to fight. It would have been a really easy fight, but my rival sends out a Totodile, a water-type Pokemon. Now, Pokemon in this game have elemental disadvantages. Most of them are obvious, like grass is weak to fire, but that also means that fire is super weak to water, meaning I could have gotten crit one-shot by this Pokemon, and Firecracker, my little buddy, would have died. Luckily for us, Totodile was too low of a level for him to know any water-type moves, meaning I spam tackled it until it wasn't moving anymore. We headed back to our old town to confront the officer about the attack that just happened, and it turns out our rival left his ID on the ground, meaning I could now pick a name that he would have to live with for the rest of his life. Naturally, I chose Maturely. I then followed my friend. I don't know her name, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna call her Meryl Girl because she has a Meryl. Yeah. I followed her into the grass for her to teach me how to catch Pokemon before we head into the shop to buy our own Pokeballs to catch our next Pokemon. We headed into the tall grass and found a wild Pidgey. Angered by his comrade's death, its sharp talons ready to kill anything that moves, it lunged at me ready to strike. I caught it in my Pokeball. And Jaden was born. Welcome to the team. The next Pokemon we caught, a little bit of a crowd favorite, Jawbreaker the Geodude. Everybody loved this little guy. Soon after we caught him, we were jumped by 2 little kids in the forest who challenged us to a battle, and we smoked their entire team with Jawbreaker carrying the fight. After a little bit of leveling up, Firecracker learned Ember, his first fire attack, meaning all the grass-type Pokemon that were in this area are now no longer even a little bit of a challenge. We then proceeded to catch Bugsy the Caterpie in some tall grass, and then Wallace the Zubat in a nearby cave. But I initially spelt it wrong because apparently I can't spell, so welcome Wallace to the team. After we explored around that area, we got some more Pokeballs and healed up the team as we headed into the Runes of Alph, which, despite their cool name, had absolutely nothing in them, so I left almost immediately. But it worked out, because then I caught a Rattata, or a Rattata-tata, or a Rattata-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta in some nearby grass, and I named him Remy. I wonder where I got that name from. With Remy rounding out the final slot in our team of 6, we headed into our first real challenge of the run, the Bellsprout Tower. This tower was full of master Pokemon trainers with all increasingly higher level grass type Pokemon. But hey, have you been here this entire time? I had Firecracker on my team, a fire-type Pokemon. Not only that, he was level 10, while all their Bellsprouts were level 5. And with the help of Wallace the Zubat, Firecracker and Jaden took out the bottom and middle floors of the tower. However, during one of the fights in the temple, a misclick from me accidentally sent out Jawbreaker to fight a Bellsprout, which is a grass-type Pokemon. Against a fire-type like Firecracker, obviously that wouldn't have been an issue, but Jawbreaker the Geodude is a rock-type, which is incredibly weak to grass. Almost quadruple weakness. Meaning if I didn't do something, Jawbreaker would have been crit one-shot by this Bellsprout. I couldn't do anything. It wasn't my turn. I was at the complete mercy of the Bellsprout to miss its grass-type move. With a heavy heart, I used Rock Roll to increase Jawbreaker's defense and prepared it for the worst. Unfortunately, the move hit. Goodbye, Jawbreaker. We couldn't have gotten this far without you, and your sacrifice will not be in vain. Oh my god! Somehow, by the grace of God, Jawbreaker, the absolute mad lad, braved the storm and managed to survive the grass slice attack. Holy crap. Seeing his friend nearly get killed by a Bellsprout, Firecracker the Cyndaquil took revenge on all the residents of the bell tower, ripping and flaming everyone inside. Needless to say, Firecracker, with the help of Jawbreaker the Geodude, burned that entire temple to the ground. After a long and drawn-out tournament, the master of the bell tower tells us he believes we are ready to take on the master of the local Pokemon gym and his notoriously powerful flying type Pokemons, Trainer Falker. I knew we needed to get stronger, so I took the squad into some grass to level them up for the big fight. After farming and farming for XP, we were ready. Firecracker, Jawbreaker, Jaden, Remy, Bugsy, and Wallace. It was time. Time to face the bird Pokemon master, Falkner. I entered the Pokemon trainer's gym and headed up the elevator. This was it. The first of Falker's lackeys came at me first. He wasn't a challenge whatsoever. Firecracker nearly one-shot his Sparrow that he sent off and finished it out with a tackle. After the battle, however, something strange happened. It was Firecracker. He was attempting to evolve. If you don't know, Pokemon have a chance to evolve once you've leveled them up to a certain level. Being that he had reached level 14 by the end of that fight, he was finally able to evolve from a Cyndaquil to a Quilava. My little buddy had all grown up. With my team stronger than ever, I expertly avoided the other goon and proceeded to challenge Falkner for my first gym badge. We engaged in battle, tensions running high. Falkner sends out his first Pokemon, a level 9 Pidgey, much more powerful than we had faced before, but we made quick work of it by burning it with my Ember ability. Then, out came Falkner's strongest Pokemon, his level 13 Pidgeotto, the evolved version of his Pidgey. The strongest enemy we had faced, whose power and determination was rivaled only by my own. I sent out Jawbreaker to get some hits in. Hopefully using his heightened defense, he could outpace Falkner's Pidgeotto. But as soon as we exchanged blows, I knew that that wouldn't be possible. He was just too underleveled. So back out came Firecracker, the only one who could match this beast in combat. With a well-placed Ember shot, the Pidgeotto was taken to a little over half HP, but so was I. If I wanted to win this, I'd need to give it everything I had. After mutually healing our Pokemon back to full HP, things got serious. Firecracker, the Pokemon that's been with us since the start, refused to fail and leave his team stranded. If Firecracker died, the others wouldn't stand a chance. As our shield of hope, Firecracker stood strong, and with one well-placed Ember shot to the face, it was all over. We had done it, claiming victory over our first gym and showing the world our strength. We had some close calls, some tough battles, but with the combined strength of our team, we had succeeded in claiming our first Pokemon gym badge. This was so much fun to do. I had never played Pokemon before and had no clue what I was doing, so props to morph_yay for showing me a little bit of the ropes, and a massive shout out to PV Movies for helping edit this video. If you would like to see me keep this adventure going for the other gyms and other badges that we can obtain in this run in a Pokemon Nuzlocke Part 2, then let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you amazing people in the next episode.